Итак, ребят, всем доброго времени суток. Сегодня мы начинаем проходить Hogwarts Legacy. Думаю, будет интересно. Я пропустил обучение, потому что там довольно все понятно и ясно. Как использовать магию, как защищаться. Это, я думаю, вам не очень интересно. Поэтому мы начнем сразу с истории. Играю, если что, я на геймпаде. Поэтому не судите строго. Так. Андрюх... Короче, попробуй скачать Discord, а не через оперу открывать.
Ревелио.
Так. Нам надо в двери. Да, прямо так вот берем, выбиваем. Так. Нам на первый. Нет, нам на верхний этаж.
Starting Hogwarts in your 5th year. Don't fall off this time, Nelly. Oh, perhaps I should.
Давайте поговорим.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally.
Меня должно получиться наложить его беззвучно. Почему не выходит?
Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Пожаловать в Гриффиндор. Да, ребят, если что, я в Гриффиндоре. Саня, я видел, что ты мне писал. Меня Стас не затаскивал в КС-ку. У нас, короче, просто получается турнир будет на работе, и меня в команду позвали, поэтому мне пришлось скачать КС-ку и начать играть. В ОБС есть, а вот программы я не гуглил. И протеже. Конечно, протеже. Не, я работаю в нефтегазе, просто прикол в том, что у нас начали собирать команду, потому что какой-то турнир по нефтегазу будет, и такие типа, ну ты типа играешь, давай типа с нами. Я такой, я тот, кто играл просто несколько лет назад в КС-ку, и спустя, я не знаю, года 4-5 пришлось тупо вернуться. Так, но что-то не так. Когда я произношу заклинание, все получается отлично, а вот без слов ничего не выходит. Наверное, тебе нужна практика. Я занималась все лето. Я уже могу применять без чего, без слов куда более сложные заклинания, чем это. Ну давай. Давай спросим, сложно ли накладывать чары без слов.
Oh, yes. And if you don't get it just right, the results can be, shall we say, awkward. Once, I tried to cast Depulso non-verbally on a goblet in the Great Hall and ended up launching Professor Sharp's Yorkshire pudding into his face.
Попробуй настройки разные поставить в Дискорде. Ну, типа, ты ж, я так понял, через веб-сайт сидишь в Дисе. Поэтому давай попробуй там поменять на дефолт, либо еще на что-нибудь. Если не получится, проще скачать Discord. Да, желаю удачи. Так, давай до следующего добежим.
I would really like someone to try it. Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself. Hello. You're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
Must be nice having an aunt for a professor.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well, and she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Извини, конечно, ребят, но
Well, it was
очень
nice meeting you, Gareth, and
много
thank you for the
разговоров.
insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
Shame you weren't born with wings.
Revelio.
I'm sure you'd use them.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind
Да,
me.
привет.
I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts.
Вот, Дюха,
Is it
у тебя
true?
стоит, типа,
About
разрешить
the
сайтам
dragon?
отправлять запрос на использование микрофона. Попробуй сюда галочку воткнуть. Так, кстати, слышала о том, что случилось с тобой по пути в Хогвартс. Это правда? Про дракона? Давайте, это было
It's true.
ужасно.
I was almost killed. Professor Fig and I were lucky to escape with our lives.
How
Были все
awful for
шансы
you.
погибнуть.
And of
Конечно, я
course,
там чуть
that
не
poor
сдох.
man from the Ministry. But still, you got to see a dragon. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that
Похоже, с тобой
matter.
в Гриффиндоре будет не так уныло. Да?
I'm sure I'll be seeing you
Пойду
around,
с остальными
either in our
знакомиться,
common
потом
room or when
поболтаем.
you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
New Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your
Доброе
first
утро.
day at
Надеюсь, вы готовы
Hogwarts?
к первому
I've
дню
been
в
dreaming of this
Хогвартсе.
day for
Я
a
давно
long time.
мечтаю об этом.
Can't
Нет,
believe I'm
даже не
here.
верится,
Well,
что я
you are
наконец-то
here.
здесь.
Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind.
Ого, мы сразу на
Especially
пятый
as
курс
you'll be
поступили.
expected to complete your OWLs
Будет
at
весело.
the end of the year.
OWLs. Owls.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Ну и что? А,
Here you
книжка,
are.
конечно. А самые ненужные листы
What is
типа
it?
вылетели, а
It is a
остались
wizard's
только
field
нужные.
guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year.
Ну,
You would be
Как я-
wise to take full
я и говорил.
advantage of this exceptionally
ненужные
valuable
листы вылетели,
resource.
а остальные, если надо, этот прочитаете. Исчезло.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Хогвартс выходит
Perhaps
на
seeing
новый
it in
уровень по
action
волшебству.
will answer any questions you may have. Walk
Ставили
with me
книгу в
and we shall
подмышку,
put
и
it
она
to the test.
исчезла.
This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Revelio.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up! Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Сюда. О, собрать. Портрет Баруфио, страница руководства. На этом портрете изображен волшебник Баруфио. Прикольно. На котором мул типа сидит. Прославишься своим мозговым эликсиром и очередным напоминанием, как важно правильно произносить наше заклинание. Однажды он произнес S вместо F, и в результате обнаружил, что лежит на полу, а у него на груди сидит буйвол. Я открыл испытание. Спасибо. Так, ну давайте нажмем Options.
Clever, isn't it?
Revelio.
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that. Inside and outside of the castle.
Уже замочки видно.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Да, я понимаю, что надо за тобой идти. Подожди. Монеточки, это нам надо.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker.
Башня
Your
преподавателя.
field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Так, Андрюх, что ты там не разобрался еще? Южное крыло. Так, понятно. Нам как раз вот сюда нужно, получается. Или сюда. Для вас точку с летучим пламенем в центральном зале. Смените карту с помощью R и отправляйтесь в точку с летучим пламенем. Переместиться.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
It's a good thing Yallery is away from the rest of the school.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms
Всё,
and
экскурсия
Defense
закончена,
Against the
ну
Dark
ладно.
Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Так, спасибо,
Professor
профессор.
A lot to absorb on your first day.
Да,
And
впереди
you have
напряжный
much
день,
to
надо
learn.
учить
Happily,
заклинания.
your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Вы там не просто искали вещи, и в Хогвартс с окольными путями добрались. Давайте, нет,
I'm
это не
sorry,
так.
Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Но если честно, с мимикой проблемы
Well,
у
I'm just
Хогвартса.
glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need
То
to get
чувство,
to
когда
class
не только
myself.
палочка
Might I rely
выбирает.
on you, Professor Fig, to explain the
Волшебником
details
еще
of
и
the field
дракон.
guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you.
Да-да-да-да-да.
And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Так,
Always someone snoring in our dorm.
давай с тобой
It's good to see you,
поболтаем.
Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did try to evade her questions, though I feel a little deceptive. That said, I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map?
Очень много
Unfold it and have a
разговоров.
look.
Так, значок есть с основными заданиями. Понял. Сначала мы
The
будем
map is
изучать
enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what
Leviosa.
with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own.
Так. Все, побежали.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will
Это
review a
факт.
spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something
Ну
small.
да, давайте попрактикуем, я уже готов. А, я понял. Извиняюсь, что у меня он разрядился.
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Ну давай.
Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a good. Now, the basic cast. Well done.
Levioso!
Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Это тот самый задира в классе.
This should be easy. Good form.
I know!
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick
What are you doing up there?
Ну ладно.
Protego! Stupid Protego!
Complicates things.
I do enjoy lively duels. If only all of my students were this adept.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Конечно, могу я за себя постоять, а ты что думал?
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Heckard. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing. All
Так, быстренько зайдем.
that's enough spectacle.
Инвентарь, сражение, карта, задание, вот настройки.
Class is dismissed.
Это уже другое дело.
Nice work.
А,
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then
Что-то
again,
ученик Слизерина
perhaps this wasn't your
очень
first
дружелюбный.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Звучит, конечно, подозрительно.
Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules are in place for a reason.
Yes, to keep students in the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
К сундучку теперь.
Revelio.
Так, с тобой
I'd
что ли
hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Или он под нами где-то, этот сундук? Ладно. Что ж такое-то? Классные просадки, мне прям очень нравятся. Вырубим тогда вообще лучи. Так, мы их не вырубили. И так, нам сюда. Нам, походу, еще выше, да? Да, нам еще выше. Зато нашел туалет.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms. Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Шутка ни о чем.
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book.
Столько болтовни просто. Поехали. Чем за заклинание?
Accio.
Акио. Акцио.
That is not bad.
You are a
Озвучка,
swift
конечно,
learner.
просто на
I
высоте.
see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Давай, да, за тобой. Поехали. Очень любит поговорить, конечно, этот профессор.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Давай проверим, как работает акцио.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and excellent control there. Splendid!
А, тут тем ближе.
Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Давай попробуем. Я теперь понял, как тут.
You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Be sharp.
Так, ну... Он ход сделан. Ну дай мне уже нацелиться.
Not exactly a typical lesson, is it? Not that I mind.
Ай,
Don't lose your composure.
передержал.
Here we go!
Very good.
Let us see this.
Да ладно, просто передержал мяч, из-за этого проиграл.
Accio.
Do not be
Давайте
discouraged.
заново. А, заново не получится.
Let
Ну
us
и
make this
ладно,
a bit
ничего
more interesting,
страшного.
shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this. There we go.
Ну, поехали.
Accio.
Остановись.
Stay focused.
Here we go.
Вот. Это я понимаю. Он ударился, все равно дальше
That is how
поехал.
it's done.
Он просто
Keep
катится.
trying.
Почему
Let
бы и
us
нет?
see this. Oh no.
Accio.
Excellent control there.
Отличное владение, если бы у меня получилось бы хотя бы 2 шара докатить до 50.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
2 раза просто проиграл. Ну, ничего страшного. Это разминка.
Class is dismissed.
Да,
Gather your
пойдут
things
бои,
on the
будет
way
уже
out.
по-другому.
Well done back there. Took weeks for me to get anything.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice
познакомиться.
talking and competing with you.
Ничего, потом еще раз
And
спрошу
with
ее.
you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can
A
use
word,
Accio
if you
when
would.
want. You wanted
you're
to
so
speak with me,
inclined.
Professor?
I did. I trust.
What?
What? Miss?
Очень много разговоров. Так, надо сразу... Вот почему вот на этой локации показывает летучий порох, хотя его по факту нет. На 2-м этаже может? Нет.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Так, ладно. Кошечка. Как можно пробежать мимо кошечки и не погладить?
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are.
Пропускаем эти диалоги.
I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
Да, у меня все прекрасно прошло. Проиграл, правда. Мне кажется, по дороге сюда произошло что-то, нечто такое, о чем вы не хотите говорить. Разве я не права?
Nothing
Нет,
more,
профессор.
Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned.
Это нормально.
In that regard, I've asked your professors to help
его.
hasten your progress with some...
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor
Можно
I'm
идти?
eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your
Очень
first
хорошо.
visit.
Давай.
I'd
Может,
like to go
Натти?
with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. Once you... No.
Побежали за ней.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Так. Не то нажал. А мне, в принципе, не так далеко и бежать.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and
Да,
an
давай.
exceedingly useful. Fixes things right.
Репаро.
More.
Давай уже изучим.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Так. Горящую страницу. Вот она.
This is the right area. I wonder whether I got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere.
Might some kind soul help me?
Ну вот она.
Accio. Brilliant.
Сейчас соберем странички и, скорее всего, сможем выучить новое заклинание. А, мы их собрали.
I trust the preliminary task.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Все, мы выполнили задание.
Remember,
Обучай
your
его.
wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it. Very good.
Попробуем.
If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly
Получилось.
symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Тут сундук наверху, да? Ладно, побежали на задание.
Oh dear.
Не туда.
Hello.
Все, пошли в
Looking for me?
Хогсмит. Да.
Natty, I hope I haven't kept you.
Все, погнали в Хогсмит. Так, ну это... Еще Хогвартс.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to accompany you.
Really?
Yes, I had planned to extend an invitation to you myself. I thought you might enjoy a butterbeer in the village. The timing of Professor Weasley's owl was perfect.
Revelio.
I cannot tell you how nice it is to breathe fresh air after being cooped up in ancient ruins. Grave mistake to take it as an elective class, believe me.
I believe you.
Though I suppose you would not really call it elective when your mother was the one who elected that you take it. Hogsmeade is beautiful this time of year. Everyone will tell you to visit at Christmas.
О, вот оно как можно теперь выбирать заклинания.
Few times of year,
Ладно.
I would rather be indoors.
Not much for the cold, are you?
Oh, I do not mind the cold so much.
Хогсмит
But
так
it
близко
has taken some
находится?
getting used to.
Или это...
I did not
еще-
grow up around
Нет, еще не
snow.
Хогсмит. Правильно, это выход из Хогвартса.
Oh, wait, over here. I often spot lacewing flies in this area.
Oh? What's so special about them?
They are interesting to look at, but if you stew them, you can also use them in potion making.
Прикольно.
Look, from the Forbidden Forest, hippogriffs. I wonder if something startled them. I heard rumors that hippogriffs had been spotted nearby.
Так, Левиоса, значит, насквозь проходят, если это не враги. Не враги.
Absolutely.
That's the Forbidden Forest on the left. It's off limits to students, as the name implies.
Why is it off limits?
The professors claim it is too
Подожди, когда
dangerous.
я туда подойду.
I think that calling it forbidden only makes it more alluring.
Блин,
There's Hogsmeade
ну
over the
ладно.
crest.
В
Past that
следующий
ruin.
раз. Все, побежали.
I would spend all of my time exploring if I could.
I confess I was surprised when Professor Weasley mentioned that you knew the area, since you're relatively new here.
She said that? She knows more about me than I had thought. I will say, while I certainly learn a great deal in class, much can be gleaned outside of the castle walls. How are you settling in? I remember the weeks that followed my arrival feeling quite strange. Everything was so new and unfamiliar.
Ну как
I'm
ускорилось-то.
getting used to things. What about you? Do you finally feel settled?
I still miss my homeland, but it is beautiful here too. And getting out of the castle and exploring helped me to adjust quite a bit. Hogwarts has become something of a home now, I would say.
О, там какое-то
Hopefully it will for you
животное.
too. Mr. Moon! He is the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new fifth year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Miss On-Eye. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, it looked right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did
Глазища как
Mr. Moon?
блюдца, почему
Tell
не
me, guys.
большие,
Ugly and
там
airy.
желтые глаза?
Terrifying. I shall be
Вселяющие
at the castle
страх.
where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
Poor Mr. Moon, a demiguise. I think he had too much fun in the village. I will say that I have never seen him in such a state. Nearly there. There is much to see outside of the castle walls, not just Hogsmeade. I am happy to explore whenever you'd like. Rumors being what they are about goblins and such, it might be nice to have a friend with you.
I'll keep that in mind, Etta. Thank you. Revelio. Accio.
And here we are.
О, еще
It is hard
кошечка.
to know where to start.
Нужно
The Three
погладить.
Broomsticks is the place for butterbeer. And you can get any sweet you can imagine at Honeyduke's. I could
Классно,
not
что они
choose a
даже вот это
favorite
вот
shop
мурчание
here.
сделали.
It changes with every visit. I can tell you that you are certain to find
Revelio.
everything you need in Hogsmeade.
Так, ничего интересного, одни замочки. О, еще котик.
Professor Weasley
Даже
said
до
that you
него не
need to get
дошли.
potion recipes,
Нужно всех
spellcraft, some
котиков
seeds,
погладить.
and...
A new wand.
Of course! You will enjoy Mr. Ollivandra, and I am keen to see what you will do with a wand of your own. You should be able to collect everything.
Да, спасибо. Понял, надо новую
Enjoy yourself.
палочку.
I will see you soon.
Вот, а мне надо вот сюда. Или мне не сюда? Ага. Вот, не сюда. Лавка Оливандера. Сначала погладить котика. Блин, он такой красивый. Ну все. Погнали за палочкой.
Blooming beard. Not again.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
Curious indeed.
Тепло-коричневый, пыльно-розовый.
How intriguing.
Кольцеобразная.
Curious indeed.
Во. Стебель. Или там был так легкая спираль. Мы возьмем
How intriguing.
стебель. Темно-коричневая. Так, тип дерева лавр,
Curious
груша,
indeed.
красное дерево. Дюйм. Феникса.
Phoenix feather. Exceptionally rare, and a core with a strong sense of initiative. What do you think?
Это то, что надо.
Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a... Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match.
Спасибо. Приобрели мы палочку. Так. Волшебная брюква.
5 father always told me to keep one at the ready. 5 father always told me to keep one at the ready. 5 father always told me to keep one at the ready. 5 father always told me to keep one at the ready. 5 father always told me to keep one at the ready. 5 father always told me to keep one at the ready. 5 father always told me to keep one at the ready. 5 father always told me to keep one at the ready. 5 father always told me to keep one at the ready. 5 father always told me to keep one at the ready. 5 father always told me to keep one at the ready. 5 father always told me to keep one at the ready. 5 father always told me to keep one at the ready. 5 father always told me to keep one at the ready. 5 father always told me to keep one at the ready. 5 father always told me to keep one at the ready. 5 father always told me to keep one at the ready. 5 father always told me to keep one at the ready. 5 father always told me to ke
Я вот здесь. Волшебная брюква это вот. Поэтому сначала мы пойдем сюда. Варианты и свитки уже на обратном пути забежим.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Revelio.
Ну-ка.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness.
Это мы покупаем, получается, травы сейчас.
What can I do for you today?
Рецепты.
Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Теперь. Блин, снова не туда. Их нежные крылышки используются при приготовлении фокусирующего зелья. Эти насекомые обычно встречаются в открытых полях. Спасибо. Мне нужна карта. Я карта.
Revelio. Accio.
Ой-ой-ой.
Revelio.
Как тебя открыть?
Reparo. Levioso. Accio. Revelio.
Сэр, как вас открыть?
Protego. Lumos. Levioso.
Глазик странный, смотрит и все. Открыть не получается.
Well, hello there.
Pardon.
Так, сейчас мы купим травы.
Let me guess. You're after something fresh.
Имена Бадьяна.
Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I
Бадьянчик
wager.
мы забрали. Осталось в самое начало побежать. О, теперь можно сюда спокойно телепортироваться. Ух, какая красота!
Revelio.
Все, исчезло.
Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Reparo.
Ничего не происходит. Прям гладили котик. Мне надо сейчас свитком. Обратно.
An inquiring mind.
Забираем учебники.
Let's look at what we have, shall we?
Это рецептики.
If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Ребят, обещаю, что в следующих частях буду все читать.
That's everything. Better go and find Natty.
Я не помню, эту батарейку гладил или нет, но все равно погладим.
Revelio.
Сундучки. Их не добраться. Ладно. Что будет время? Сундуки обсмотреть. У них вообще находится. Поэтому
We should walk around a bit more.
все будет
Perhaps
дальше.
today is the day I finally pick.
Это интересно. Ну шо, 2 на 1, поехали. Видишь,
Are we weakening him at all?
Keep at it! We have to wear him down!
Извини, случайно подставил. Ай-яй-яй.
What was that?
I was trying to beat him at his own game.
Look out! I like it. Do more of it.
А как он попадает? Он даже не дотягивается.
Took him long enough.
We need to make sure he stays that way. Descendo.
Бьем его.
Erecto momento.
Все зелья истратил.
Goodness! A second troll! Did you two take on a fully...
Да, это второй тролль. Все. Вам помогли. Давайте. Восстановим все. О, ты Дискорд скачал? Ты Дискорд скачал? Или у тебя получилось? Да.
Reparo. One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about. Lucky they didn't do more damage. Revelio.
Также через, ну, ты через браузер, получается, сидишь.
We were just talking about you.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself. Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's wizardwear and a
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we? Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
О, халявная мантия. Это нам надо. Так, спасибо.
What an extraordinary...
Да, прикольно вышло время. Это нам надо. Манекен в магазине шапка-невидимка. О, сундучок. Как тебя открыть?
Revelio.
Ладно. Все, побежали в этот.
Assuming it is not too busy, you might even meet Sirona, the owner. She is a charming hostess and a powerful witch. Good one to know.
It's a treat.
Три метлы.
I think that now might be a good time to head back to the castle.
Три метлы это барчик, чтоб прибухнуть чуть-чуть.
I am certainly glad Sirona...
Нажмите кнопку Hogwarts. О, прикольно. Теперь можно спокойно быстро перемещаться из Хогвартса в Хогсмит. Итак, мы побывали в Хогсмиде, поэтому на сегодня мы закончим. Ждите следующих частей. Поэтому поддержите меня, подпишитесь на канал, поставьте лайкосики и следите за обновлениями. Всем до скорого.